Good afternoon. Happy 4th of July. This is What's Next. I'm Jasper Oganzo, your daily dose of common sense and facts. And I hope you and your family, those closest to you, your friends, are celebrating this wonderful day in our nation's history. Now, with that being said, of course, there are some of us in this country who have a little bit of an issue with celebrating the 4th, with being that they have gotten hit over the head over the last couple of weeks with some major decisions that came from SCOTUS, including the celebrating the overturning of Roe v. Wade. Yes, from a federal standpoint, no more babies will be killed. But like I said, the madness doesn't stop. You still got to keep fighting now from state to state. But we're not going to talk about Roe or the death of Roe. What we're going to talk about is compare and contrast. And I haven't done a video like this in quite a while. Why we love America. And on the other hand, why one city decided to say, fuck the 4th of July, and got hammered because of it. Let's take a look. This comes out of Red State. Why do you love your country? This is from Susie Moore, who wrote this. I wasn't always politically conservative. I was raised in a household of classically liberal Democrats, and I espoused those same classical liberal views until roughly in my early 30s. Truth to be told, I still do, as I have some libertarian leanings, as much as I consider traditional liberalism has given way to progressive leftism. But I've always loved our country. Those same family members instilled in me a keen patriotism, love of our history, respect for our founders, and appreciation for the unique gift that is America. Years ago, while mixing up on a political message board that leaned left, the question was put to me on a leftward-leaning poster. Why do you love your country? On this, our Independence Day, and a celebration of our 246 years of liberty and prosperity, it only seems fitting to share. Quote, there are many reasons I love the principles upon which it was founded. I love the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, the words themselves and the ideas enshrined in them. I love that men who authored those documents value liberty and recognize the perils of concentrated power enough to attempt to guard against them in ways that, while imperfect, has enabled millions of people to thrive and prosper while enjoying the degree of freedom previously unknown. I love that we elect our leaders, as imperfect and frustrating a process as that often is. I love that millions of people have made a point to come here because of the opportunities this country holds. I love that we have a beautiful country full of wonder, both natural and man-made. We can travel about it freely. I love that American ingenuity has led to the wide array of discoveries, inventions, and innovations. I love that you and I can see things totally differently and express them freely. I'm well aware that our country is far from perfect. I don't agree with everything we've ever done as a nation. I know there is more than ample room for improvement. But I guess I can see, sort of like many of us, regarding a family member, imperfect, flawed, but beautiful and beloved. All of this holds true today, perhaps even more so than in the face of extraordinary pressure to tear it all down, from without and within. What we have here, what we have built, no one will ever persuade me it isn't worthy of our love, appreciation, and celebration. Wishing you all a happy and free Independence Day. Great words. Very well said. Very well said. Now we go from that to, I don't like the 4th that much. This comes out of the Blaze. Florida City scrambles to backpedal after releasing message disparaging Independence Day celebrations. The city of Orlando was forced to backpedal over the weekend after releasing a controversial message about the 4th of July that questioned why anyone would want to celebrate it. What did the message say? In a newsletter message released on Friday, the city questioned why on earth any American would want to celebrate their country, sympathize with people who refuse to celebrate America. The message said, a lot of people probably don't want to celebrate our nation right now, and we can't blame them. Where there's so much division and hate and unrest, why on earth would you want to have a party celebrating any of it? But in all seriousness, you know in your heart, 4th of July fireworks are amazing, especially when you're standing in 90-degree heat, 100% humidity, next to 100,000 of your closest friends. At that moment, something takes over and we all become united in an inexplicable bond. Yes, America is strife right now, but you know what? We already bought the fireworks. Excuse me. The message immediately prompted backlash. Quote, "We do not share the same views as the city of Orlando and find their comments inflammatory and in poor taste," said the police union that represents the Orlando police officers. Quote, "Yikes, City of Orlando, this is your official position on our country on our 4th of July," reacted Christina Pashaw, spokeswoman for Governor Ron Macho Man DeSantis. Not everyone, however, was upset. In fact, many people, including Florida State Rep. Anna Escamani, who's a Democrat, shocker, thought the message was appropriate. Quote, y'all don't need to apologize. Your first email captured the tone of how many Americans and Orlandoians are feeling right now. It's okay not to be okay," Escamani responded to Orlando's official Twitter account. How did the city respond? The city of Orlando released a statement on Saturday implicitly apologizing for the earlier statement. Yes, they were backpedaling so fast. Guess what? Even the Flash would be proud. Quote, "The city of Orlando sincerely regrets the negative impact our words have had on some of our community," the statement said. "We understand these words offended some of our residents." No, it offended all of your residents, which was not our intent. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't. Quote, "We value the freedoms we have in this country," not really, "and thankful to the men and women who fought and continue to fight for those," not really, the statement added. "We take pride," yes, pride, Groomer Month, "in celebrating the 4th of July to express our gratitude to those men and women who honor the country we live in." That is the official statement from the city of Orlando on their Twitter page. First of all, in part one of this, words, they were very well said. They were very well said as far as, even though we have our flaws, we have our foibles, we have our missteps, we have our speed bumps, and even potholes, America is still the greatest country on God's green earth. Then you have the knucklehead, or knuckleheads, the city of Orlando, who decided to put out that stupid comment. And of course, they got roasted for it, to try to say, no, what I really meant to say was, no, we know what you meant to say. And sadly, you have a number of knuckleheads in DC, in Hollywood, in the media, on social media, who have a problem celebrating the 4th. With all the advantages that are given to you under the Constitution, that men and women who fought so hard and died for to get you that freedom. No, they have no respect for it. They have no appreciation for it. But to the millions and overwhelming millions in this country who take for granted every single day the freedoms and liberties that are afforded under this Constitution, they know what the 4th is and what it means to them. I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And God bless America, and happy 4th of July. Peace.